Morning all, it's the 3rd of June. Now, you might have thought I've forgotten about this project about putting a bigger bearing in the back of an R380. Well, we've been making progress because I was waiting for some of these little bushes to come from China. Only when we got them, they are the right size, but the shaft, I'm going to show you later on in another video, the shaft that they slip onto, the lay shaft, is in inch sizes. I think JP said it was 5/8. So we were waiting for months, and when they turned up, they were wrong ones. So just let me measure them, because JP made me some out of mild steel. They do take a little bit of time to make. It does look funny, but they have to be precise. So the bushes that we got were 15.89 millimeters. But the bushing we needed was 15.4, and they didn't have that size. So that was what's held us up. But we're back on we're back onto it again. So let's show you what we came up with months ago. Now, we wanted to fit the original oil pump, but also at the same time fit a bigger bearing. And this is where the bush comes in, because as you can see here, this is the bushes we got from China. It's a lovely snug fit in here, but they're the wrong fit. So we've got JP to knock us up these bushes, which is a press fit into here and a press fit on the shaft. And that means that inner race here stays on the shaft whilst we assemble it, instead of dropping everything in the bottom of the gearbox. Not good. So that was one little problem out of the way. The next little problem, as you probably saw there, was when we machined this out here. You see the casing, this was a donated casing. I'm ever so grateful because we didn't bugger up a good one. But if you can see there, what we did was we had this machined out to the size of the bearing, thus, but what happens is the holes for the bolts that hold down this oil pump just aren't in the right radius. They needed to be shifted over a little bit. And this is why Ashcroft's made a new oil pump and went with all these fancy bolts and things like that. Well, we came up with an idea to say that, well, why don't we just put studs in, and I'll do a little zooming so you can see it a little bit clearly. Right, can you see what we did? All it is about 1 millimetre into where the stud is. So if you put bolts in, you wouldn't be able to get the bolts in the thread. Alright, so we came up with this idea of getting these little stainless steel studs. JP machined them down a bit so they were just under flush for the height of here. And I Loctited them in last night. Now the idea is now we just get the die grinder and just kiss off those few threads there. Is it going to be strong enough? I think so. It's only holding an oil pump in. But the thing is, it has a twofold locking device, because you can't turn the stud round once the bearing's in, because it'll lock itself in, because there's now a flat on there, so it can't move. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of a good idea really. So this is how it works. We're gonna grind out that bottom of that stud then with a die grinder, and this means we can fit the pump stripped down. Now, aligning the pump up with the shaft is kind of tricky to get this little flat piece here in line with the shaft, but by doing it like this, you can take the cover off the pump and buy a new gasket at the same time and assemble this in pieces. So let me first of all grind off those little bits of stud here, and then we'll press the bearing in. Right, so here we go. There's the bearing in, it's flush with this surface here, and we're just going to sort of assemble it sort of rough without an O-ring on, just to show you, so it's easy to get in and out. This is an old pump, I think it'll work. You have to remember which way the ports go. So there's a port here that goes to the bottom and a port here that goes to the side, and it should line up. like that. Right? I'm not going to put the gears in. We're going to put the cover on. The cover really could do with a bit of machining. It's not the best, but it's just for testing. And it's got top written on there. And then we've got these little O-rings. We were looking for O-rings on nylon rings. It's just a little belt and braces type thing for leaks. Now you will put a gasket in naturally, but this means we can put this together. That means that when we put the casing on the gearbox without that cover, it's going to make alignment of this piece really, really easy. I mean really easy, because sometimes you have a real struggle with that. Let's see, let's nip that down. And there we are. Now, does it stick out? There's a bar, and we're well underneath. We're about 3/4 of a millimetre short of that flange, so everything is working out. And there's the bearing inside there, look. So it does fit. So what's it going to be like when it's on the box? Well, I don't really know yet, because it's early days. But let me... No, I don't want to press the bearing on quite yet, because I need to rebuild this box. But if I put that piece in with a bush that's not quite the right size, it should go together. I had a bit of a mix-up, I've got so many parts. So just for, you know, like roughing up, this is the inner part of the bearing that's in here, and I'm going to fit it on the shaft down here. I'm going to move the camera a little bit so we can see how it all fits together. I haven't got room to swing a bloody cat in here. Got jobs everywhere. But perhaps you can see here, there is the bearing installed on the shaft with the bushing, with the studs. So now we're not going to fit the O-ring, because like I say, this is just a temporary mock-up, because it makes it a bit difficult. And remember, this hole here, this one goes to the bottom and this one's to the side, and that will dictate where we're going to put that. Let's put some gears in. Where are the gears? There's one gear, and this is the other one. This is why it's tricky to get lined up, see? And then put the cover on. We put our little... The O-rings aren't really necessary, but the flange bolts, these little flange-headed nuts are. And this could save us a lot of problems. So now, I haven't got the other bearing done yet. JP's he has his milling machine set up for something at the moment, so he couldn't do it. But we wanted to get this bit right first. Naturally, we haven't put the other screws in. We haven't put those in yet. And that is nice and, should be nice and flush, because the casing's down. I haven't bolted it down, but it's flat flush. And there we go. There's no... But you can see how easy it is to put the pump together. And all you need to do is to get some gaskets, get an extra gasket from Ashcroft's and put that underneath, and that's what? Wow, how thick is that? 0.65 of a millimetre, so it's not going to move too much. So I think it's a good little system. I think it's going to work. So the next one we're going to do is machine. I'm going to take this down to JP and he's going to get all excited. And then we'll think about doing the main shaft bearing, because we've got one of those. Very confusing. It's a very busy day today. I've got my head full of stuff. See ya.